to the channel, and if you are a regular viewer, you should know that I would not pass up on these 75th anniversary Telecasters just announced by Fender. Wish I could have got them all, but I was able to get one, and I have it right here. I ordered it the day they were announced from a musician's friend, and it just arrived. So it comes with this nice pouch that typically wouldn't come with this level of guitar, but we have a certificate of authenticity because unfortunately, well, I'll put it this way, I don't say unfortunately because it was one of my favorites from the release. I got the most affordable one, the Player 2. Would have loved to have gotten the Cabronita, might still try to do so. But yeah, typically Player Series don't get that, so that's nice. Also something that's an upgrade. Gig bag. Because again, that is not a standard Player feature. Now for the main event. I will say this did not come in any outer packaging, just the box from Fender, so hopefully it's in good shape. Slowly revealing. Oh yes. So we have the Diamond Sparkle Player 2 75th anniversary Telecaster. Most noticeable thing that's different from a standard Player 2 is this fantastic finish. Also notable, I think they're called the Thunderbolt pickups with the large pole pieces. More on those later, clearly inspired by the Seymour Duncan quarter pound. But yeah, out of the box. I have seen people complain about the last few years fret sprout from the Mexican factory. I've played and owned several of those guitars, never once had an issue. Doesn't appear to be an issue on this guitar. Very well polished, not the most polished, but very well polished. Man, love the C-shaped neck. See on the back. But then standard switching. You get the, I should point out, the 75th anniversary neck plate there, and the 75th, trying to get it in the light there, marking on the back of the headstock. Actually, it's a Player 2, so it's back to real rosewood. I can tell it's rolled, not extremely rolled. Bone nut. But yeah, I'll go into more depth in the further in the video. We'll take a very close look at this guitar and all its various features, but out of the box, I am really impressed. Okay, going through the room mic, gonna get some quick impressions. This great guitar, I can already tell you the neck is amazing. The nut is cut perfectly. See if you can see it on there, but no, it's hard to tell, but I'm just really impressed. The action is great out of the box. This is one of the best out of the box impressions I've had so far. So I'm going through a VOX AC10. This is the bridge pickup. Really like that a lot. I've played it a little bit before this. This really is, for a rock sound, an amazing bridge pickup. It's a little bit fuller, a little bit rounder, but still has plenty of bite. And you can still do more traditional twangy Tele things. Man, that's just a fantastic sound. I mean, chords sound good. Great pickup. Now, of course, these are traditional single coils, not hum canceling, but it is in the middle position, which also sounds great. nice bite to it, a little fuller and rounder. I mean, it's a great sound. Going to the neck again. I mean, it really does remind me of the Custom Shop vintage output quarter pounds with maybe just a little bit more punch. Really between the vintage output Seymour Duncan quarter pound and the standard one. I mean, these are just fantastic pickups, and I really like the flat pull pieces. I prefer that personally in my experience to the staggered. And for rock, I like the 6 saddles. I've not intonated this guitar, only tuned it out of the box, but that's a good feature, and I think it's good for a rock sound. But actually go a little bit more on the neck here. Sounds great. Okay, I've kicked on a Boss SD1 Overdrive back on the bridge pickup. Sounds great. Middle position. Really nice sound. Now to the neck. Sounds fantastic. Okay, let's check out the taper on the pots. This is the bridge pickup. Start with volume. Do a swell. 10. About 8. About 6. About 4. About 2. And off. That's really good. These are CTS pots. I'll demonstrate that later. I've already seen Landon Bailey and Trogley look inside, but I'll take a look too. But they're supposed to be CTS pots. Now let's try the tone control. 10, about 8, about 6, about 4, about 2, and that's about the best I've ever heard. So you will have all the adjustability you need with these pots. I am extremely impressed. Let's take a closer look at the 75th anniversary Player 2 Telecaster in Diamond Sparkle. Obviously, the finish is the most noticeable thing. It is absolutely beautiful.
So far, I have noticed no imperfections in it. In Trogley's video, he found a couple, even though he seemed to really like the guitar in general. So far, this one appears to be flawless. We have these Thunderbolt pickups. Both Trogley and Landon Bailey have already checked the readings. 11 and 8 DC resistance for the 11 for the bridge, 8 for the neck. Obviously, those are big pole pieces. They look exactly like Seymour Duncan quarter pound pole pieces. Obviously, as well, you can't tell them the size of them with the neck pickup, but I'm confident it's the same. This quarter pound, I believe I'm wanting to say are like 16 or 17K resistance. This is 11, so this is probably a little bit in between a standard Telecaster sound, I would say. And I think that's accurate based on my personal opinion. I actually had the Custom Shop vintage spec quarter pound that weren't wound quite as hot, and I think they're pretty similar to those. Now we have the standard 3-way switch. I will take a look in here in a moment. And look at this fretboard. This is just gorgeous. You can tell the frets are very highly polished. Medium jumbo frets, 9.5-inch radius. And I have to say, these Player 2 necks might be my current favorite of any neck on any guitar. I honestly think I like them better than the American Professional 2. In my personal opinion, they're just the perfect shape. If this was a maple neck, it would have a gloss fretboard and a satin back. Unfinished since it's rosewood. It's just a really nice piece of rosewood. You can tell my favorite tuning machines of all time, the Classic Gear tuners. Try to get focused there. We'll flip the guitar over. So you can tell it's a 2026 model. Another saying made in Ensenada rather than made in Mexico, but Ensenada's in Mexico. 75th anniversary. But see, this is a satin finish. I just love this neck shape. And then let me flip it back over for just a moment here. You can't really tell by looking, but these are slightly rolled edges on the fretboard. Feels nice. Not the most rolled, but that's not really a huge factor, frankly. Standard heel joint. See the 75th anniversary plate there. 1951 to 2026, and then of course on the back and string through. You can that just really shows off the sparkle effect. So now let's take a look under this control plate. Okay, looking inside, you can see we have shielding paint and high quality components. See, these are 250K CTS pots, and we have a mechanical switch, which is always a welcome sight. Looks like pretty good job on the wiring overall. Yeah. And then also, if I can do this without dinging it, since it's loose, I wanted to show you it's just a standard output jack. So let's get you some more sounds. final thoughts. This is an amazing guitar. It is $10.99 full retail. I paid full retail for it, and I mean, I think it's the best guitar at that price or cheaper I have played. If you're a Telecaster fan, obviously, if you're looking for an Ibanez shred guitar, this won't be the one. But for a Tele for a rock player like me, this is as good as it gets. The pickups are amazing. They might be copying off of Seymour Duncan, but they did a great job of it. The neck, again, this is probably my favorite neck in production right now. I played a white HSS Strat at Folklore Music Exchange in Charleston, West Virginia, and someone bought it before I could. This was a few months ago, but I just love the neck so much. It sounded great, but the neck is amazing. I love the satin feel, but it's not that cheap affinity sometimes, barely, almost bare wood finish. It's satin, but it's well done. The pots are great. Quality switch. Looks fantastic. I guess the big question would be, is it worth it over the regular Player 2, which is $850? This is $1,100. Essentially what you're getting is this fantastic finish, which some people will love and some people won't at all. These amazing pickups and a gig bag. So that's $250. And of course, the exclusivity of it being a 75th anniversary model. There's, 4 other guitars in the line. This would probably be the one I'd pick, even though it's the cheapest. Like I said, I'd love to get the Cabronita, but maybe in the future. But this one for me, probably, and that's only because I don't have a Cabronita, I'd probably actually like this one better, I'm guessing, if I played the two. I think it's funny because some of the best Fender pickups in Teles in recent years, in my opinion, are homages, we'll say, to Seymour Duncan. Obviously, these are the quarter-pound homage, though they might not say that in the copy, in the press release. The V-Mod 2 are essentially Seymour Duncan 5.2 pickups with the Alnico 5 magnets on the low strings and 2 on the high strings. And then there's a Fast Lane, which is actually, I'm not sure if that's more a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails homage or a DiMarzio Fast Track homage. It might be more of a Fast Track. That's in the 75th Anniversary Ultra Bridge. But it's a dual blade, single coil size humbucker. So maybe they're not wanting to use those to save cost, but at least in this application, and with the V-Mod 2s, they sound fantastic, because the V-Mod 2s are probably my best traditional sounding Telecaster pickups, in my opinion. So, I mean, if you get a chance to check this out, you like the way it looks, go for it. Even, I mean, fantastic piece of rosewood. That nut is cut perfectly. It's standing tuned like a champ. This is a fantastic guitar, well worth the price. I would say, unless you want some of the extra bells and whistles on the American Professional 2, definitely go with this one. And even basically, if you don't care about not having a gig bag, want a regular color and more traditional pickups, get the Player 2 if you don't want to spend the extra $250. But this is well worth it. And man, I just love this guitar. So I'm looking forward to playing it a lot, recording with it, and I'm sure you'll be seeing it on the channel a ton. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on rocking.